Okay, so I said I would make another video showing another one of the decks that I created, and this is a sample. So there's two decks here. I am playing music from my channel, Pure Love Vibes. This is flow integration. So this is in Refusion. That's the app that I use. But this is before I've released anything. So there's actually like, it says 82 songs, but there's only 7 songs in here. So I have to go through them all. And if they have a heart, it means I like the song. And so I'll get rid of the ones that don't have a heart. I like those songs too, but I like the ones with the hearts better. So there's probably 8 different versions of each song. So this is modern way of creating music. It's AI generated music. That's what you hear. But it's for my brand. And so I can play it. But in order to turn this into an album and put it up on Pure Love Vibes, I gotta listen to it over and over and over again. It's good. I don't even know if this is one. Face the Fire. I don't think I'm even using this one. I like the other one that comes after it better. Try to see which one. Yeah, it's playing. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 other versions for Face the Fire that I like better. So I'm not actually using this one. But it's good. I don't know. I've only got 7 of them. I don't remember how many is in that. They're written. And I don't remember if I have the whole, like, I don't remember if there's a deck. I'm pretty sure there's a deck. I'm pretty sure it's like, oh yeah, there's like decks. I think it's really cool. It's like mixed with like tarot. So it's like fight, flight, freeze, fawn. And I think that's like 15 cards on each, so it's 60 cards. And then there's another 66 cards that are for the flow method. So you layer that on top. So first you understand the trauma. Were you in a fight, flight, freeze, or fawn place? Maybe you were in multiple ones, so you could literally draw from each deck. So a card from each. Like, how were you feeling when you were in a flight? Because most likely you were in all of them. So how were you feeling when you were in a fight trauma response? How were you in a flight freeze? Like, you could lay one down because there's 15 to choose from. But I intertwined them with tarot, so it made it, so is that why there's 15? There might only be 14. And I think all that information is on this phone, not on that phone. And if I look on this phone, then the music will stop playing, so I can't do anything. So this is the one that I like better. Family scripts and lovers' lies. Old commands I used to idolize. They taught me hush, they taught me fold. I press delete, I break that mold. I stand with heat, I stand with grace. I look the beast right in the face. No more yeses to belong. No more quiet when it's wrong. If it breaks, then let it fall. I won't rebuild the same old wall. I burn with wisdom now. sorry. I feel like really turning that up loud and dancing to it. But I won't. That's a good album. I got to get that together. I don't know. I mean, really, what I'm starting to do is create the decks, and then they have like a guide to go with them that goes into further like exercises and writing or journaling or something that takes it to the next level past the cards. And then, and hey, guess what? That is so that I actually make some money off of it. Because the cards I don't make much money off of. Like by the time you ship them and you got to like drive down to the post office and do all that. And then advertising and then traffic. And it's a low ticket item. Even if they are $100 for a deck of cards, it's a low ticket item because they're priced between $39 and $149. So some of those I want to take to the next level. And add like music with it and like meditations, and so some of that music won't be available. So I made this to go with the deck as like a bonus. Like when you buy this deck, you also get this music, and then I would send them a private link to our YouTube, or it would just be in my school site. So my hair is like really messy because I had it in a ponytail. Like when I put my hair in a ponytail, it gets like these weird, this weird, I didn't curl it. But that's good because when it gets longer, if it was down here, then I could just put it up in a ponytail and that's how it's going to look. So I'm like digging it because like the whole like press it, iron it and turn it and curl it under like that. I mean, once in a while it's fine, but it's messy. So anyway, I want to go through this. This is special. I created this. I finished it. It was finished and ready to go to print, but I didn't have the money to go to print because I went to Arizona instead, and it cost me $5,000 to make that trip and stay in a hotel for 10 days. And this was, and the gas to get across the country and back plus hotels is like $3,000. So it cost me at least $5,000 because then there was gas and staying and food. Could have cost me $5,500. I mean, gosh, you can buy, I bought a trailer, a mobile home, a studio for $3,000 and put it in the middle of the desert. And I think I put $2,500 down and bought a $40,000 piece of land. So traveling across the United States is not cheap, and I'm not doing it now. Like, I can't. I don't feel like buying a vehicle because I'm building my business, so I'm just chilling here, and I don't trust my truck to get across the United States because it's got a leak in the turbo. So I still let my farm help drive it almost every day, but I'm like, we're gonna drive it until it doesn't run. But I mean, we're working on getting another vehicle going this week so I can have my truck back and hopefully get it fixed. But I don't know, it's like this, it's a lot. It's like $1,500 just to get a turbo for it. And then I got to pay a mechanic to put it in. And so I'm like, okay. Anyway, so I did not get this deck printed. And it's fine. It's good because if I would have gotten it printed, actually I had a bunch of decks that I wanted to get printed. I would have put that $5,500 into printing another 20 decks. It would have gotten me another 25 of 20. I would have gotten 500 more decks on my shelf for that price that I spent traveling. So, but I did learn how to do video to be able to promote my decks and make little commercials. So I learned how to do video because when I went out to Arizona, I went out for one reason, but I ended up that didn't work out. So I ended up seeing my boys and spending time with them and seeing my parents 4 times in 10 days. which is a lot. I don't normally do that. And I learned how to do music on Refusion. So I've done hundreds of songs now. I've done probably 500 songs, but I've only put up like 100 on Pure Love Vibes, and they're all a little bit different. They're different emotions and different vibes because I choose different things. Like this is R&B. Let it unfold. Red in my book, I was ready to spark. Swung that sword just to light the dark. Self control, but it came from pain. Cut up the truth just to feel like a flame. Shield on my chest, handcuffs on my soul. Blast on the flow, heart gone cold. Ain't even just scared to feel, but the aces force taught me how to heal. Orange light flash, I was gone in the breeze. Call me quick with the keys to leave. Plan the escape all on the way in. Smile on my face, but my nerves still spin. Phoenix in the back, shadow on my heels. Restless legs, no time to feel. This trauma, baby, not attitude. Flow set, slow down, we move for truth. From freeze, flow, from fawn to king. My queen when I found my wings. Feel it, face it, function, hope. Flip that card, now watch me glow. Alright, I might be biased, but that's some good shit right there. Why? It's got a good beat. And did you hear it? Found my queen when I went from freeze to flow. So it's a method that I am teaching. And it said flip that card. Why? Because it's cards. And I said I added in the tarot. So it's oracle cards with a known trauma. How do I want to say it? It's not a trauma flow. It's a known trauma response. It's a system. I forget what they call it, but so the combination of all that together. Like, look, I'm more artsy girl. I like doing cards. I like expressing myself and my emotions through images, through words, through music, through fashion, through dance, through sex. So I just, I got lots of books, but nowadays I'm so used to using AI tools that I'm like, take a picture and be like, chat, summarize this for me. Here's our like inspiration. Now I want to add this and this and this, and let's layer it. And this is my story, and this is the vibe I want for it, and I want music, and there. I mean, I can literally take a picture and be like, boom, let's turn this into something. So that's the new modern way, So anyway, let me stop getting distracted by this music. I haven't listened to this. I was working on it a little while ago. There's a ton of decks. There's 100 decks. There's a whole series of just for men and one for women. There's a lot of trauma stuff. I'm working on a lot of trauma stuff. Not a lot, but like multiple different decks. And I don't remember all of it, okay? I returned back to it. So, this deck is one that I finished before I went out there. There was a comment, stop playing your games. And I was like, what games? Like, I have never, the games that I like to play are fun games. Like, dress up and go have some fun, go out dancing, bedroom games. That's what I want to be writing, but I'm still dealing with trauma, my own trauma and triggers, and understanding it, trying to understand it. This is one of those Zen fruity peach, all that good stuff in it, valerian root. So maybe it's going to make me tired. Chamomile, passion flower. Tastes good. So I was like, okay, let's think about this. What games would I be playing? And so I did. I worked on this deck for a couple days before I left for Tucson, because I have to prepare myself energetically before I do anything. So like, I took a 12-hour bath and I created 2 decks. Like, this was at least 16 hours, maybe 20 hours to get these 2 decks done. So I'm gonna read it, because I just got it. You saw me, I just opened it. So it's a combo pack. And okay, so it has a special card if you get the combo pack. That's how I'm not trying to sell this. I am selling it, but I'm just sharing something I just got. So so the Sacred Crossing spread is if you have both decks. So that was a special, like, I wanted to be able to have 2 decks. So this one is the games we play. So, whether we admit it or not, we all play games in this 3D world to fulfill soul contracts and lessons. This 56 card deck explores the unconscious games we play in life, emotional patterns, energetic habits, and spiritual lessons wrapped in playful names. Each card reveals a specific game, the lesson tied to it, and how it shows up in low versus high vibration. You'll also receive an action step and mantra to help you shift patterns into alignment. The deck is designed for daily reflection, shadow work, and healing practices, or spiritual content creation. Let the games you play reveal the patterns you're ready to shift and the truth you're here to embody. So that's for the games we play. Gotta move that knife. And then is there, oh, okay. So this one has the 3D spread to go with it. I don't know why my camera's not. So we might do this. Use this spread to reflect on the patterns you're playing out in the physical world. Pull 3 cards and ask, what game am I unconsciously playing right now? What lesson is trying to come through this experience? What action can I take to shift the pattern or reclaim my power? So this spread brings clarity to the behaviors that block or shape your reality. Use it for self-awareness, healing, or honest journaling. So it has its own. So I kind of want to keep that. And then these are just totally blank on the front. I didn't put any words. I don't know. I love this card. It kind of reminds me of everything. Just, it's like my vibe. Oh my gosh. I think I'm just going to go through and read them. Not all of it. So, and then, well, I'll read this one. I'll read this first one just to show, you know. So, number 1, the Heidi. Lesson, shadow work. The Heidi is the game of dodging the parts of yourself you're afraid to face. This game is mastered when you stop hiding and start integrating the shadows that control your reactions. Low vibrational way, avoid your triggers, project onto others, and stay trapped in denial. High vibrational way, recognize emotional responses as mirrors and meet your darkness with love. Action step, notice your trigger, notice your next trigger, journal about the belief or fear hiding underneath. Mantra, I embrace the parts of me I once feared. They are worthy of love. So every card, there's 56 cards in this one and 56 in the other one. That's the back information. So, and you can see she's behind the card too. It's the same. That's just how I do them. So yeah, there's 56 of these, 56 different games. I'm going to read off just the games. I'm not going to read any information, but they all have that. And then I'm going to read off the names, and then I'm going to pull a card, 3 cards for it. So, the Masked. Lesson, false identity. the Mirror Me lesson, self-reflection. And it goes, like I said, it has the low vibrational way, it has the high vibrational way, the action step, and the mantra. I put a lot on this one. It's little bits of information, but I wanted to better understand this stuff. So I made these cards as tools to help myself, because I was like, am I playing games? Because I'm not trying to play any games with anybody other than fun games, other than, hey, let's make each other laugh and moan, and let's, like, it's not like I don't have, like, it's not like I could have somebody fly out right now. Like, it's not like I don't have offers, okay? That's why I got off Snapchat. I was on Snapchat for a week and started getting marriage proposals again. I was like, I cannot be on here, because that's not why I went on there. But it's too overwhelming for me, like, I'm just trying to create my work. So, I'm not interested in dating, going on dates or anything. I've had offers in the past month, and if I want to go out to have dinner, I'll just go myself. I can order whatever I want. I can pay for it myself. So you can take whatever approach you want. If you want to just read the low vibrational way, if you know that you're in low vibrational energy, you're kind of negative, you're depressed, you're suicidal, like all the negative stuff, okay? You're jealous, like all the negative emotions. If you know that you're low vibrational, you can read that and then move on to, like, talking to yourself about it. You don't have to journal, but you can still ask yourself the questions. Am I being like this? You can just meditate on it. You could sit and meditate for 5 minutes and answer those questions, or just ask the question and sit quietly for 5 minutes and see what comes to you. When you get into that state, you can download and the answers will come to you. Like, I was told I was playing games. I asked myself, I was in the bathtub and I said, am I playing games? And this whole deck popped out. That's how my brain works. And I didn't leave for Tucson until I completed 2 decks. The games we play and the games we master. So talk about self-healing, self-reflection, and now it's here. And because I just needed to send something off to print so that I could have more products, because I was just like feeling a little stagnant and wanted to like get some new energy into my store and focus on it a little bit. I mean, come on, to make $1 million, I have to sell 13,000 decks. So I'm not going to be a millionaire off of decks, but I feel like it's something that I have to do. It's like a foundational work, and bringing physical products into the physical world grounds me more. So you can do that, or you can just read the mantra, but probably where I would start is reading the first part, like having more understanding. Okay, so the Lovey. Okay, what's the Lovey? That's just a cute name for the game. Well, what game is that? That's the unconditional love lesson. So that game is teaching you, let's find out. The Lovey invites you to love with open hands and an open heart. To win the game, you must release control, offer compassion freely, and honor both boundaries and deep connection. Low vibrational way. Love is used to manipulate others or withdrawn when expectations are unmet or trust is broken. High vibrational way. Love is freely offered without trying to change or possess those you care about. It doesn't mean that you're going to choose to be in a relationship with somebody who has proven to you that they don't show up, that they lie, that they cheat, that they manipulate your emotions to get what they want, whether it's sex or money or things. Like, So I'm sorry, I'm actually talking from my trauma right now and what I will not put up with in my life. So everybody's going to interpret these cards differently. It's a self-help tool. So they are triggering. They're triggering for me. But how do you change? How do you grow if you're not triggered? So this could be a little bit heavy, and that's why I'm not going to go into it. And that's why I'm not a reader. I mean, I have a hard time detaching from my own personal, especially when I've created the decks. Like I just don't want to be, I want to go high vibe, man. I want to teach higher vibe stuff. So, but I feel this is important to have this, you know, like anybody who's in a lower place can buy these, and it's like, I don't want to leave people out, which it's really hurting my bottom line to be like that. Like I could literally fix myself up, put a beautiful dress on, be on stage, be doing high-end coaching, having women that are like not so broken as customers, but yet I still do this kind of work because I'm still there myself, you know, like I relate and I have compassion and empathy for people because I know how hard it's been the past 5 years for me, past 8 years, almost 9 years now, has been for me. And so if there's a way that I can help somebody, my heart is called to that. My heart is pulled to that. It's like, why not create products? So anyway, I'm going to go through quickly and just read these, and then we'll only focus on 3 cards. So that's the Lovey. All right, so that's a very dark card. They are dark cards. I tried to lighten them up. I didn't. It is a dark deck. So this is the Echo. Lesson, Inner Voice. My camera's going to be weird. The Puppet. Lesson, Controlled Dynamics. That's a cool card. The Puzzle. Soul Purpose. It's all our brunette woman. We don't just have the brunette woman anymore. I created probably 1,000 cards this week with me. She's Glow. So there's going to be 10, 25 decks coming out with the blonde and longer hair. So this is past version of me. The Hustle. Material Attachment. The Bouncer. Lesson, Boundary Setting. I'm sorry they don't focus. I mean, you're just going to have to get kind of the vibe of it. 10, The Replay. Lesson, Karmic Patterns. 11, The Seeker. Lesson, Divine Guidance. 12, The Loop. Lesson, Repetition cycles. 13, The Clingy. Lesson, Codependent Love. 14, The Flex. Lesson, Ego Strength. 15, Freeze Tag. Lesson, Fear Paralysis. 16, The Hopscotch. Lesson, Spiritual Growth. 17, The Chase. Lesson, Desire Manifestation. I know I'm totally tempting you. It's like you want to know more, but I can't read every one of these cards. 18, the switcheroo. Lesson, perspective shift. I love this one. 19, the peekaboo. Lesson, soul recognition. That's good. I want to read that one. 20, the tuggy. Lesson, power struggle. 21, the gold rush. Lesson, success illusions. 22, the ducky. Lesson, emotional safety. 23, the flip it. Lesson, polarity integration. It's like, what is that? Like, they all say, like, I want to find out more. I'm asking, I want to find out more. Man, I could spend all night with this freaking deck. 24, the time warp. Lesson, divine timing. 25, the tornado. Lesson, emotional chaos. 26, the collector. Lesson, soul contracts. Whew. Like every time I say one of these, I'm like, soul contracts, what does that mean? How many soul contracts have you collected and in which ways have you? Because as a sexual healer and a very sexual girl who, you know, hey, I still have those dreams of doing porn with a future partner. I don't care if I'm almost 50. And I will be doing decks for couples on that level. Like right now, I'm going really deep into the burgundy chakra color, which is deep sexual healing. Oh, I don't want to be there, but I got to do that work. I know I've got to do that work, but it hurts. And I sit with the pain by doing that deck. But I'm hoping that by doing that decks, and work and courses, it'll help me more. So, but there's a lot of things I still need to learn to create that work. I stumbled upon some things today that I was like, whoa, okay, this is good. You know, don't ever be with somebody that like is like, shh, quiet, you know, in the bedroom or outside of the bedroom. If part of connecting sexually is to actually moan and groan and do all that, like you're literally unblocking stuck places when a partner is allowed to be themselves and feel everything freely. It enhances the whole experience. So I will be talking about that. I will have decks that talk about that. And first I'll be teaching women that it's okay to do that alone. Like, fuck, turn on the camera, get out the dildo, and make noise, okay? I did OnlyFans videos. I never released them, but they're still on a card over there, in my little computer bag thing. And one of the requests when people knew that I was going to have content was, are you going to have sound? Can we hear you? Are you going to make the noises that we want to hear? Because it turns both people on. So, so yeah, I mean, I was just having that conversation earlier today. This is 27, the crumble. Lesson, tower moments. What are tower moments? I don't know. The card answers it. I know what they are. I've been through them. I wouldn't have seated and had this full-on conversation if I didn't know what all of these lessons are. Okay, this is just the game part. That's not the games we mastered. That's another deck. 28, the seesaw. Lesson, inner balance. 29, the scrambler. Lesson, mental confusion. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of this. It's not right or wrong. It's how you're feeling. Maybe you do feel scrambled. Maybe you do have mental confusion. That's called life on the 3D planet. Life on Earth. You know, it's not easy. Of course you get confused. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you need to medicate yourself. It just means you need to dig deeper. Why are you confused? What are you confused about? How can you fix that? What's the problem? And how can we fix it? It's a very masculine way of thinking. I know I look very feminine, but I'm actually a dude. Kidding. See my OnlyFans. Pure Love Mommy. I'm not a dude. But I wish I was sometimes. Damn, I wish I had a penis. Okay, alright, stop it. Alright, let me concentrate, okay? 30, the building. Lesson, identity formation. It's written in blue words on the back. Up at the top, it's a little hard to read. Especially like the light is shadowed over here. Formation. Identity formation. 31, the catch me. Catch me if you can. Lesson, avoidance behavior. Okay, there's so many that I could read here, but what is this? The catch me is the game of running from discomfort. Whether it's intimacy, responsibility, or truth, you win by turning toward, not away. Avoidance only delays your healing. Oh, breathe that in. Low vibrational way. Escape hard emotions or situations through distraction, denial, or blame. High vibrational way. Face discomfort with compassion and presence, creating room for true transformation. Action step. Notice one thing you've been avoiding. Take a small, honest step toward it today. Mantra, I no longer run. I face what I fear and find power in my presence. Break time.
This one is for the pleasers. The soft-spoken soldiers who kept the peace by disappearing. This is the fawn trauma response, where approval became your armor and silence kept you alive. But your softness was never the problem. The world just didn't know how to hold you. Smile so wide, I silence the scream. Say what you like, I kill my dream. Blue at the throat, my voice gone small. I say yes just to dare to brawl. Make you happy, disappear. Hold my truth, cause love means fear. Praise me sweet, call me kind. Don't ask if I left me behind. I saw your storm, so I made it sunny. Lost myself just to feel like honey. I became your wish, you fix, you go. But if I loved you right, you never fooled. Turn myself down, so you turn your head. Now I write poems for the girl I left dead. You call it loyal, I call it loss. I played the role and paid the cost. Shrink to survive, I smiled through the war. Said I'm fine on my knees on the floor. Love like a weapon, bled in disguise. I wasn't seen, I was just nice. Shrink to survive, I faded to please. Now I want truth more than peace. Mama said don't speak too loud. Church said quiet girls make God proud. Love is praise, what wasn't me. And I thank them for my own erasing. Self got clapped, rage got masked. I learned to bow before I was asked. Voice like velvet, spine nice. I dressed in yes, but I died in ice. Form mode heavy, smile too fast. Merge with you so I don't get past. Give you gifts, don't ask for mine. Shape my body into your design. I call it love, but it's a trait. I give my soul just to not be betrayed. Before sex stop, reclaim your shape. You ain't no landscape. Shrink to survive, I'm done with the lie. I'm not phased, I'm not sure why. Feel it, face it, I don't speak. No more silent girl playing
So that's I was gonna say that's the pure love vibe. That's the new vibe. No, it's not. It's one. It's about half, you know, really. But obviously there's if it's all polarity work, dark and light, masculine, feminine, trauma healed, opposites attract. So if it doesn't make a woman feel good to be like that in that place, which it doesn't make anybody feel good to bow down to another person. It's one thing to do it in a playful, loving manner in the bedroom, but that is not equal partnership. I know equal partnership because I'm actually a pretty strong fucking bitch, and I don't do it in a mean way. You know, if somebody needs to leave, I ask them politely to leave. I'm very well mannered. Only when I'm triggered beyond, hurt beyond, do I get feisty. But I don't hit, and I don't really yell. I don't need to, okay? Because my presence is enough. Like, you know what? Not doing this. Bye. That's it. It's trauma though. It's like, I walk away. I don't fight. I'm like, you know what? I want peace. I can be out here and have peace. And it's not boredom anymore. I had to go through that. I sat through it. I sat through the past 3 months or so, because I mean, in the past month, there has been times where I'm like, I'm bored. What do I do? Now it's like, well, you can go take a walk. Because I don't leave. I don't drive anywhere. I don't want to drive anywhere. And I don't feel well all the time. So if I go anywhere, I go with somebody. My business partner was saying, there's a Comic-Con, anime event happening next month, and he won't be here. So he can't go with us. He can't take us girls. I would go. If it was him and us 3 girls, I would go. But, you know, I don't tell him how awful I feel some days. You know, he comes in, like yesterday, I didn't really talk to him. He was like, hi. And I was like, I didn't even want to say hi. I just felt like throwing up. I did make some videos, but that was after I got a little bit feeling better. And he'll check on me and I'll be sleeping in the middle of the day because I just don't feel good. And so I'm working on that, but I don't say to him, you know, I don't want to wash the cats again because it's too much energy. I don't tell him like, look, it's been 5 days since I had a shower because I haven't felt good. I try to be cheerful. I try to just keep to myself, and I try to say like, you know, if I have a moment where I'm feeling well enough and I have the energy to share, I do. That's why my videos are like erratic. I don't have like a schedule. And so I don't want to do live calls, because if I have to like do a call and it's a day where I'm like having a gallbladder attack, like I can't show up. So I have to structure my business around not feeling well. And yes, I know I still have things to change. I still smoke. I still get triggered. I'm going through that's not even heavy work. That's in between work. That's not my light work. It's not my dark work. It's kind of, I would say it's a little bit on the darker side. It's shadow work. I mean, it's a dark deck. It's not pink, you know, it's not bright and happy. It's not neon. If it's neon, it's a little happier. My only real happier deck is Poverty to Millionaire, and even that is only 80% positive. It's still 20% negative. But yeah, what am I talking about? All this is dark. This is self-reflection. This is in the dark. You go in the dark, you're underground, you're a seed getting ready to sprout. But you can't sprout until you have that incubation period where it's moist and wet and dark. And what does that represent? That means you're sitting in a room. It's way too bright in here for me because, you know, like it's late. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I just felt like making these videos, so I am. So I would turn off that light. But it's sitting in a dark room, wrapped up in a blanket, crying. That's what that is. That is feeling depression, not going and getting medicated and saying, there's something wrong with me, doctor, make me happy. No. You find your happiness through sitting through that, by honoring the tears, by honoring the darkness, okay? The little plant in the ground doesn't say, get me out of here, get me out of here, I don't want to be in here. The baby in the womb of a mother's tummy is not saying, get me out of here, get me out of here. What is it? It's dark, moist, and wet inside the womb. The baby is wrapped in embryonic fluid. And when somebody's going into labor and their water breaks, the bag around the baby breaks, they got 24 hours to get that baby out because that baby is still needing to be in that liquid. I was just having that conversation today too. I had a lot of conversations today. Man, I try to be alone and somehow I end up having 4 conversations with people. 4 different people today. Actually, probably 6 people. But, so yeah, her water broke 48 hours ago and the baby hasn't come out. And so I was like, and it's a, I don't personally know her. It's a friend of a friend. And so I had to look it up, ChatGPT. Like, you know, the doctors are saying she has a 75% chance of dying. She's under 30 years old. And it's like, she will not let them take it. C-section. But whatever, okay? But I'm just saying, the baby is not saying, get me out of here. So we have to be in that same place. The solution is not have a doctor give you a pill. You know, my husband and I, like my late husband, that's where, like, we were like, no, say no to drugs, say no to pills, okay? Work on yourself. Face your fucking fears. Sit in the darkness. Because when you sit in that darkness, you grow as a human. Just like a baby does, just like a plant does. I know, I was going to get back to the deck, but I wanted to see what this song is.
I cry, right on high. Pull out this car with pride. Say I choose me instead of side. One who loves me for my home, not just a show, but also someone on me upon it. If that ain't like the one me, I'm trying to be right. This fountain flame, this is voice, voice, right. I need a pound is a vibe on the black. See, it's this we feel in the flag. Clear when there's no feel morning, not just a show. And I'm so subway, yeah. I'm in the low, right. And you're messing and making me just definitely.
So that is Shrink to Survive. So that's the one that was already playing, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different versions. This has not been edited or anything. There's 4 versions that I like, and I have to choose one. But they each sound a little bit different. It's all the same words, but they all sound a little bit different. They all have a little bit different vibe, and so it's like I got to choose the best one. But at the same time, I'm like,
Not once.
yeah.
The ones who left their body but never left the room.
This is Frozen, Not Forgotten. Now it's talking about the freeze.
It became your safety net.
Oh my God. Like, talk about
But never forgotten. Hold on, pause, breathe.
truth from a woman's point of view, okay? This is all written from my story.
Miles, crazy weak and strong in style. Pinnacles, ice, green, turn gray. I feel too much, so I push it away. Mirror in my mind, but I don't blink. They ask how I'm doing, I forget to think. Bad don't go, can't feel seen. Body don't move, but I still dream. Still on the couch, but I ran to miles. Raising free, but I ran in style. Pinnacles, ice, green, turn gray. I feel too much, so I push it away. Mirror in my mind, but I don't blink. They ask how I'm doing, I forget to stillness like a glass cage glowing. Bodies here, but I ain't showing. I've forgotten. I'm paused, now weak. I'm breathing in the snow just to feel my cheek. You see quiet, but it's storming inside. I'm still alive, I just forgot how to rest. Frozen, I've forgotten. Still in the sea. I'm the ghost with the heartbeat, caught in between. They told me do more, I just did less. Thought I was broken, call me stress, but truth is still missing.
Oh my gosh. There's so much into that. They told me to do more, I did less. Honestly, if a woman wants to step into feminine flow and rise into being divine, she does less. Man too. It's, you do less with more intention. I was just having that conversation about OnlyFans today. I was like, I'd still have an OnlyFans. I made some content the other day, but I just like had just gotten out of the shower. I had no makeup on, and I just was just dancing. And so I recorded myself dancing. And I don't really like having those videos on my phone, so I like to put them up on there and store them on there, because it doesn't cost me anything to store not adult, but nude, sexy content. Maybe I'm sexy sometimes, I don't know. I mean, I just watched them back to actually look at my body and decide what I want to fix. And so when I did that video, I said, you know what, girl, you can look better. Like, my goal is to not feel sick. My goal is to really focus on health, which is why I got 144 8x10 laminated posters coming on health diets. I mean, I follow a diet. I follow multiple different diets. I know what works for my body, and I follow it pretty much 95% of the time. And the 5% of the time that I mess up, I'm in a lot of pain. But, you know, this morning I woke up, and the first thing I did when I got out of bed was I went to I didn't have a cigarette, one of these green tea smokes. I started moving. There was something on the TV, and it felt good to move to. It was like a tribal kind of, it just had a good beat, but it was sensual, and it was slow, and it was like, I just started moving my hips, because I woke up listening to something about somatic practices, and it felt great. And I literally was like stretching, and I could not touch my toes. That takes some work, about 3 months of me working out to be able to put my hands flat on the floor and keep my legs straight to touch like that, like to have that flexibility in my spine and not have it pull. There's men that can never do that, but men are different than women. We're built different. Usually, because of my age and because I sit a lot, I have to smoke pot to be flexible. But I did it this morning without any weed, and it felt good. Like, I laid in bed for like about an hour. I listened to things. I wake up when I want. I sleep when I want. I wake up when I want. I just totally go with my energy, with my body. That's why I don't like going out, because if I start to feel sick, I don't like being stuck in a vehicle. I don't like being stuck somewhere unless I'm with a person that I know truly cares about me and will stop if I need to pee, if I need to eat, if I need to drink something, if I feel sick. And I do the same for that person, if, you know, because it's not like my team is well. Like, we all have problems. Like, one is pregnant, and we usually, if we travel, sometimes we always bring animals. Actually, we always travel with animals, so we have to stop for animals and clean up and feed them and make sure they run around and everything. So it's very important, like, taking care of each other, and we do that. So yeah, anyway, but so I'm gonna start doing that more often, because it's just, I need to do it every day. Like, that's why I create courses, so I can follow along with it. Like, that's why I want, like, this app where you wake up in the morning and it's a 15 minutes of working out a day. It's not working out, it's stretching and releasing stuck areas. And so I want an app that gives a notification every 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. And it's just a song, meditation for that day. So the word of the day is, say, hope. And so there would be a song with the words of hope. And so the song is the meditation with movement. So when they get that notification, boom, turn it on, take 5 minutes, listen to the song, move to it. Whatever the movement is. I wanted to kind of mix it right in. This hair is really bothering me because I see like it's not being part of that over there. So I keep messing with it. All right. So anyway, let's return. It's a little chilly out here. Can you believe it? It's the summer, man. I feel like I need to turn on my heater. I don't know what it is. I wonder what it is outside right now. 66 degrees. What is today? It's July 31st, and outside in upstate New York, it's 66 degrees. Am I a little bit cold? Yeah, we probably have the air conditioner going as well. Because we're weird like that, because we like to be totally comfortable. We're 3 girls. A goddess? No, I don't know. If I go to my mom's house, I'm a goddess. If I'm talking to my mother, I'm a goddess. I'm her goddess daughter. Here, I'm empress, and then my daughter is a princess, and the other one is an angel. So, yeah, we need better living conditions, and mommy's working very hard to make that happen. To bring money in. Like, we're chilling right now in a fixer-upper, and it's cool. It's fine. But I would like to get the place together more. But I don't actually have the help for that right now because I got to pay for help. And I don't want to make that investment. All right, so 32, the Matchy. That's a cute card. Lesson, relationship alignment. I feel like that should have been like men on there, but this is just a female on here. 33, the Liar's Dice. Lesson, self-deception. We'll be here all night if I read any more into them. 34, the Whack-A-Fear. Lesson, shadow integration. 35, the Labyrinth. Lesson, soul evolution. And if you want to know what these are, all the lessons, these are all lessons. So you're not going to be able to look up the name. Like this one is the Jenga. The image and the name are what me and chat came up with together. But the lesson is foundation testing. Okay? So, okay, maybe you can't look up what is foundation testing. Maybe that might be hard, but I know what it is. I don't have to read the card. The card's going to give more information. Ignore warning signs and cling to crumbling structures. I mean, I know what it is. I just made a video last night about it. My structure is not strong enough to go higher. My structure in my brain and my body, I can only aim for making my first $50,000. I'm not I'm still working on mental stability, and that's not a good thing or bad thing. It's not like, mental health. We all need to work on our mental health. And like I said, going to get a pill from a doctor is not working on your mental health. That's masking it big time. So I'm still working on that every day, and I'm working on my physical health. So when those improve, then I'll be able to make more money. So that's what a foundation is. Like, how strong is your foundation? My foundation is pretty strong. I live on a 30-acre farm. It's almost paid off. You know, not very many people can say that their place is paid for. You know, if you have a place that you own that is paid for, you are like 1%. I mean, I'm not saying that that's necessary. Most people don't even believe that that's necessary anymore. The younger generation is not interested in owning anything. And I'm kind of in that same place. Like, I don't want anything in my name anymore. 37, the ghosty. It's kind of a weird card. It says, wait, sorry, I need you. Does somebody actually, I mean, if you don't say the word sorry, I don't know. I have an issue with that. Sorry. Not saying it. Like, I have a problem with somebody not saying it. If they've done something to hurt somebody else and they don't say sorry, like, if my kids hurt each other, I tell them as a mom to say sorry. So, you know, it's the same in a relationship. If you've done something to hurt another person and they've told you that hurt me, you should say, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't do that intentionally. I was just trying to protect myself. I felt hurt because you said this, this, and this. So I was protecting myself. So I walked away to protect myself. I didn't do it to hurt you. It wasn't like, hey, well, I'm going to do this. You know, cheating isn't always done to intentionally hurt somebody. Sometimes it's just done because you're lonely, because you're not getting something out of a relationship. And so you go somewhere else where somebody's actually giving you attention and giving you the attention that you want, like telling you you're beautiful, or, you know, catering to you, or like, you know, rubbing your feet, or actually going down on you, or kissing you, or saying, I want to kiss you, I want to be with you. And they're telling you those words. I've got somebody that's telling me, you know, he wants to come out right now. He wants to rub my feet. He wants to make me feel good physically. I actually am told that by multiple men. But, so anyway, this is lesson. The ghosty is, the lesson is abandonment wounds. 38, the shell game, lesson, hidden truths. 36, the reset, lesson, new beginnings. 40, the hot potato, lesson, emotional triggers. 41, the clue, lesson, intuition activation. 42, the leap, lesson, faith practice. They're getting a little more advanced now. 43, the mask swap, lesson, authentic expression. 44, the level up, lesson, ascension path. This is cool. On there, see it says tug of soul, safe house, level up. That's actually the cards before, or that's the cards to come after. So it's the level up, and then it kind of like pre-gave the idea of what's coming next. So now the safe house comes, and then the tug of soul comes. So 45, the safe house, it's lesson, sacred space. 46, The Tug of Soul. Lesson, Twin Flame Healing.
You say safe, I say move. Love too loud and I lose my groove. I'm charming, fast, I flash, I burn, but I don't stay long enough to learn. I love the start, hate the close. I want the fire, but not the dose. The minute they see me, I feel exposed, so I bounce with grace before it shows. Praise me loud, but not too long. I disappear before you get it wrong. Gone before you knew me, gone bloom. I ain't tryna break your heart, I just leave a room. I run when it's right, I sprint when it's safe. Stillness ain't peace to me, it's just another cage. Gone before you knew me, left without a trace. I love you from a distance, baby, close it feels unsafe. I show up glittered, loud and live, but my ex is always a silent dive. I make my mark and fade to black, celebrating now I'm not coming back. 6 of wands, but I did make clap. Never felt safe inside the gap between I see when I know your name, so I bow out for I feel the shame. You see my whiz, I see a trap. You wanna hold me, I'm pulling back. Flight made home in my spine. Nice to meet you, I rewrite time. The more I rise, the more I high. Can't let them in when I'm feeling that tide. I crave the light, but not the price. So I run from love like it's a vice. Gone before you knew me, gone before I bloomed. I left before the peace could even enter the room. I sprint when I'm seen, I freeze when I land. I don't trust stillness, I don't hold hands. Gone before you knew me, I'll fake the fade. I vanish real gentle, but I'm still afraid. I clean my space but avoid the call. Pack my bags just to pace the hall. I make my exit feel like grace, but it's fear disguised in a beautiful face. They think I'm flaky, I think I'm wise. They never see the panic in my eyes.
Deep shit, man. Oh, I did not know this video was gonna be like this. Let me see if I can keep going. 47, The Candy Rush. Lesson, Pleasure Discipline. I would say this album is a self-reflection album. Like I said, like my stuff is all I want my music to be that. Like it's all stories. It's all written. I don't have Refusion write my music. I don't have the ghostwriter in Refusion. I write it with ChatGPT to give the vibe that I want. We go through and we create a whole storyline. So if you actually listen to an album, it's a story arc. And then like that's not something you hang out and like you turn up real loud and, go cruising down the freeway with a partner. That is self-reflection right there. That is something that you turn on. That is not something I should be playing here on this because it's triggering. There's like, that person is, all my music is actually like that, but I don't know. The combination of that soundtrack with these cards, that is double trigger. That is double self-reflection, soul work, or it's soul work. It's not mind, body, spirit. It's soul. We're talking soul right now. Now it's shapeshifters, okay? Like, that's actually the same song that we just heard, but it's totally different. It's a different voice and a different beat. So, Gone Before You Knew It. Okay, so 48, The Sneaky. Lesson, Subconscious Sabotage. Hey, I know I've self-sabotaged. My dad told me years ago, Katrina, you self-sabotage yourself. I was like, what do you mean, Dad? No, I don't. No, I do. After he said that, and I was like, wow. Yeah. And my business, yeah. 49, The Framer. Lesson, Belief Programming. 50, The Bored Me. Lesson, Commitment Issues. 51, The Solo Mode. Lesson, Solitude Mastery. 52, The Spin Cycle. Lesson, Anxiety Loops. 53, the role play. Lesson, identity, flexibility. 54, the decoder. Lesson, symbolic language. Ooh. I was working on symbolic language today. I want to call them sigils, but it's sigils. So it's like ancient language, but it's not ancient. It's not like hieroglyphs, but it kind of is. Oh my God, it turned into so much more. Like I created 44 cards. There's 4 in each color of the rainbow, plus it's the chakras. So it's 11 different colors. So we go with shadow work. There's 4 for shadow work. There's 4 for sexual trauma. It's not necessarily the sexual trauma category, but it's some of that deep work that's in between root chakra and shadow work. It's not something out there that somebody else is doing. It's what I've established for my business, for Pure Love. I've never heard anybody talk about the burgundy chakra. It's to me, it's like kind of the knees to the hip bone to the knees, kind of like spreading your legs, you know, slut energy. I don't know, I just said that, but the shadow work, I figure, and it's really not, it's actually your whole leg. The burgundy is like the whole leg. And the shadow work is like feet into the ground. So I had 44, and then I decided to do a movement one. So there's all kinds of movement codes, and it's just one code, and I can't really show it to you. I could, but it'll come out. It's black, and they're just different shapes. And then today I did, I made it a 5-part collection. So instead of just 44, it's 44 times 5. And then I think we might add some animals too. So it's like imagine like a hieroglyph. Like it's just like line drawing on a wall. There's a little tad bit. It's in between that and like the shields with like shapes on them. So it's like maybe a time period of maybe 600, 700 years ago. It's language without words. And so so I added 66 that were just different, not all the rainbow colors, not the 11, but it ended up being just 6. We chose like a teal, a coral, orange, yellow. So it's like from here to sacral chakra, not really the root chakra. So kind of where like the vagus nerve is, because I was doing that kind of work. I was, listening to that stuff. And so it's all movement. Like one of the cards is moan. One of them's press. And it's just a symbol. There's no words on it. It's just a symbol in a color relating to that chakra. And you can lay them down and you can come up with what you're going to do. So it's somatic exercises, but you glance at that and you can read into it, or you can guess what the symbol is. And when you turn over the card, it tells you the name of it, and then a practice and a mantra to say, to set that intention, to like basically release that blockage. So you can do like 5 cards and it'll give you a flow. And it's not a flow of like yoga flow. It's a flow of, I'm not sure what the whole list is, but it could be squat, press, moan, growl. So it has vocal because some of it was the throat chakra. So it's got 66 cards, 6 colors. So there's 11 throat chakra. So it's that vocal. I was just talking about if a partner suppresses you in the bedroom and tells you, shh, quiet, my neighbor's going to hear. Like that's wrong. that hurts a woman. I don't want to be with a partner that won't let me vocalize myself in the bedroom or on video or on stage. Like, I know who I am and I know what I want to experience. And then the heart chakra is going to be different, 11 different exercises. And then I was working on a book. This is just one of the things I was doing today. Now I'm doing these. I had 4 different conversations with people, and I'm working on finalizing before I go to bed. I don't know, I might go to bed after this, and then I'll have to finalize tomorrow the deck of 22 times 12. So I'm, I've just got 8 more cards to finalize before I get that off to print. Whatever the name of that one was, the Fortune's Told. Fortune's Told. So I was like working on this book to turn it into how to like pull cards and create your own, not just your flow. So that was cool, but like then we chose like 3 cards and we were like, okay, if you pull these 3 cards, it's this. And I was like, you know what? It's not clear enough. Like, it's too many words to describe and to like teach them how to like do it. So we're going to still include that book, booklet, pamphlet. It's a spiral bound workbook basically. But I'll probably just do a print PDF version to keep my costs down for now. And so I was like, show me. I want to see if you're pulling a card, 3 different cards from 3 different chakra zones, and giving it a name, and it's like, release the pain. That's the name. Show me the sigil. And so, and I said, and combine those 3 colors. So we came up with some really cool different things. Like, there's spirals, there's triangles, there's lines. It's different than any. It's not this, but it can go with this kind of stuff. It can go with, those can now go with anything. They can go with Poverty to Millionaire. They can go with any deck. It can be interchanged as a layer on top. It can go with the really dirty, grungy, tattooed, blonde, psychotic, having a meltdown decks that I'm doing, like Don't Touch Me, Sacred Ground, like basically she has fuck off on her panties. Like, I'm talking dirty, but not dirty in a sexual kinky way with your partner. It's the opposite, reverse of like, stay the fuck away from me. I'm cleansing out any toxic negative energy that has entered my body. But I love her. She's like my little rape character. She's blonde, but have I shared any of it yet? I don't think so. I just realized I should have black fingernails right now, because she has black fingernails, but she's all tattooed. She's tattooed in a different way. But anyway, so I love that, how that came out. So it's 99 cards. It was 44 cards, and then it's 99 just in the movement, somatic release, healing. And then there is going to be another 44 just doing shadow work and the 3 dark burgundy, black, and root. So there's 44 more sigils coming for that. And then there is divine feminine and masculine, and they each get 22 more cards each in the upper chakras, because we already had covered the movement, covers the base to the throat, the root, the shadow work covers the 3 lower ones, and then I wanted divine masculine union, and they're all named with E's. So I've got these different things. So it's called invoke, embody, encode. Encode is the first one, and it's not engage. I think it's embrace is the male female And then there's even another one that's like daily affirmations, and that one is white with pastel and like sparkly. I haven't done the artwork yet. And then we were thinking about adding in the animal power. I mean, I could do decks with animals on them like this, but I just was like, you know what? I want to throw it in with that too. So anyway, what is this one? Can't rest on battle prep. Silent rooms, I hold my breath. They call it strength, I call it cost. Rest is weakness, so I stay lost. Cut first, run later, armor don't break. Swinging these swords like the pains at stake. Truth like steel, feel that flame. I lead with fight, cause peace feels lame. But inside me, raging tides. I don't want war, I just wanna hide. Win the fight, but I lose the ball. Say I'm right, but the silence long. They all left while I held control. Stood like a king, but I paid their toll. Left crowd, but the pride's too loud. March your way while I bury the crowd. Six swords look, but I'm still stuck. No peace in war, just trauma love. Strike then vanish, I don't explain. Get what I wanted, dodge the blame. Control freak, trapped in velvet. So this is Cut First, Cry Later. This was the revised one. Like I said, there's 82 in here that I gotta go through. There's a couple, but they don't have any hearts on them. So I didn't like this one. I think I didn't like this one because it cut off the words, and I want to make sure that the words are there. It has to have a good beat, but all the words have to be clear. And this is like muting the words together. So I have a couple more that I did before that kind of had a better beat, and sometimes it cuts off my words because on this collection I put in too many words. I put in, you can only have 3,000 words in your song, and these songs were going over 3,000. I was like, fuck. I had to go in, and I was like, literally, they were only over by like sometimes they were only over by 10. It was 3,010. And so I was like going in and like abbreviating and like shortening so they would do the whole song, but it actually doesn't even like that. It wants like 2,900. So it kind of lied to me. It was like 3,000 words, but it won't say. It kind of cuts off saying the words from the song at 2,900. So I have a lot of verses. I have, because each one is telling a story, a full story. So each one has 6 verses and only 2 choruses and then 2 intros, but that's 10 different sections to the song. There is no room to repeat the chorus over and over. I'd have to do that in editing and cut and piece the chorus, but I've tried it and I cannot do it. I'm a very patient person, man. I'm extremely patient. My work takes a lot of patience and meditation. But that, my dad could do it, but I can't fucking do it, man. I'm just like, I've tried multiple times in the past 2 months or so learning how to do music. I can get all the separate, I can get just the drums, I can get just the 4 separate things with the music, just the lyrics, and as soon as I shift it by like just a little split second, the whole music gets messed up, and like I'm like, oh my god. And I've tried cutting and piecing it together, and I can't. This is not my skill. And this is so good. It is Yerba Mate Peach. Some of that expensive stuff that I buy. Alright, so we only got 2 more cards. This is 50. How am I going to read it that way? 55, the Spotlight. Lessen visibility fear. Raise my hand there. And then the last one is 56, the Wild Card. Lessen divine surrender. So that is just the games we play. That is the deck on the games we play. There's nothing like this on Etsy. There's nothing like this on the market. This is my work with my assistant. This is where I am. Now I said I would shuffle. Oh my gosh. If I shuffle, then they're all going to be mixed up. And then I have to like put them back in order. All right, so whatever. It's going to be what it is. I'm not shuffling the whole deck. I'm just taking out 3 cards. Which seems ridiculous. Why did I say that? I don't know. Because of how long it's already been. Oh my gosh. I got the Ghosty. I got the Bouncer. And the Ducky. Of course I'd get the Ducky. This is a cute card. Alright, so what are my lessons right now? I mean, I didn't pull this for you. I pulled it for me. But whatever. Hey, we can all learn. I just pulled some cards, okay? It doesn't have to be for me, but... So the Ghosty is the lesson abandonment wounds. The Ghosty surfaces the pain of being left, emotionally or physically. The wind is healing this wound without abandoning yourself in the process. Low vibrational way, chase those who leave or disconnect to avoid your own feelings. High vibrational way, stay emotionally present with yourself even when others disappear. That's what I've done. I choose high vibration. I had to do this deck with low vibration and high vibration. We have other decks coming out with that sort of format, just with those. We have some that are even like, I don't know. There's all kinds. I do every deck different. It's just whatever flows, whatever feels right at the time, and it's different. Every deck is different, and sometimes I totally redo them and revise them. Good Hubby is done. I revised it. I redid the whole. It's only 69 cards, and Good Wifey too, but I didn't finish Good Wifey yet. But Good Hubby, I totally revised it. It's ready for print. It's ready to get a sample, but I want to combine Good Wifey with it and make it a combo pack. And then the other day, I mean like last night, I don't know, I thought I want to do another 69 cards of them together, but that means I have to generate all those images. So it's a day of generating images, like 10 hours. And then writing. The writing happens pretty fast with ChatGPT. So that would be like 3 hours. And then I got to put it all together. So just to do those 69 cards would be 2 days worth of work, about 24 hours. So I've got to finish Good Wifey, combine that into the file. She's a separate file in Canva, but I've got to combine her because I'm doing this on a budget and I'm wanting to get the combo packs right now for $70. So I don't want to just send off Good Hubby for $70 and then Good Wifey and then their combo pack. I want to put them all together in the same file and send them all off to print as a 3-pack combo of 210 cards for $70. So anyway, so high vibrational, we got that action step. Recall a moment of abandonment. Give yourself the love you needed then. Yep. Mantra, I am never alone. I stand with myself when others cannot. And then the Bouncer, boundary setting. The Bouncer reminds you that boundaries are acts of self-love and protection. You win by guarding your energy with confidence, clarity, and a strong sense of self-worth. Low vibrational way, let others overstep your limits out of guilt, fear, or desire for approval. High vibrational way, communicate and uphold boundaries without apology or emotional collapse. Action step, choose one area where your boundaries felt soft. Reinforce it with a clear statement today. Mantra, my energy is sacred. Boundaries are bridges to healthy love, not walls to hide behind. That's a good mantra, because sometimes we put up boundaries to hide behind. That's the first step. Man, I could do a whole boundaries deck, because I've gone through setting boundaries, and it's been, I never had to set boundaries in my life until my husband died. So the past 5 years, I've been learning how to set boundaries that are healthy for me and my daughters and my family, where I feel protected and safe. And I do not let anybody into my life that makes me feel not protected, not safe. And I don't have to do it with force. It just is what it is. And because I set those boundaries, I have other people that help me maintain those boundaries. So I don't have to be the only one, because I don't just have boundaries for myself and my body, or how I have my house set up now. There's no men in my house. Grampy Jeff comes to visit. It's just me and my 2 daughters. I tried to do that 4 years ago. Like every year I got firmer and firmer. Last year, so even this year, I was out here and there was men that wanted to sleep on the couch, like they wanted to move it. And like, I didn't have guys living in here. Well, I did for like 3 weeks. I had a guy over the summer, but yeah, it was just like, it was crazy. It was like, what is this one?
This ain't hustle, this is clear, aligned devotion, rooted. Give like you mean it. Breathing deep, breathing deep. Walk the vow, you said you keep. Act with soul, act with breath. This ain't forces respect. Move like you mean it. Stay alive. This is healing, lived in time. I make the bed, I write the song. I say I'm here, I show up strong. I function now, not to impress, but to build a life I bless. No more wishing not complete, I let my healing be concrete. From world card to queen of peace, I walk with fire, but I release. Float on in within the talk. Get in for steps that match your walk. So I rise and take my place. Move like prayer with steady grace.
Move like you mean it.
Move like you mean it. Breathing deep.
808, Memphis, Trap, Witchy, witchy Southern hip hop, dark spiritual rap, shadow pop, grunge gospel. Are those genres? Not necessarily. They're made up. Some of them are. 808 heavy Memphis trap is a genre. But that's not one I'm choosing. Actually, that does not have a heart, so that's not one I'm choosing. But I still like it. It's another one I'm not choosing.
Now it's time to flow. This isn't survival. This is it.
Okay, so I don't know what I was saying. I was talking about boundaries. That card just made me start talking about boundaries. Learning how to set them and feel good about them. So yeah, it's taken 5 years to be in a comfortable place with setting boundaries and feeling safe where I live, safe in my body, safe on my property. My property is protected. It extended. Okay, I started with me, And I sat in solitude for 10 months in a female's, I rented a female's house, and we didn't have any guys there. And having a female support me in that way, and me saying, look, I can't take this anymore. I need to just find myself and figure out what I'm going to tolerate. And I created 1,000 cards of what I would not tolerate from a man. So if a man acts any way in those cards, not allowed in my life. So I had to go through that 10 months to gain that strength. And then I came out here. And it's a spiral. You know, we go down. Actually, a twin flame journey makes you go down, a downward spiral. And you got to break out of that so that you can go in an upward spiral. And so yeah, like there was like, we would kind of get somebody out that was not respecting my boundaries, not treating me with respect. Like, okay, you raise your hand to me, you're out of here. That's not respectful. You yell at me, call me a slut, you're out of here. You got anger issues and you just can't deal with your fucking self, I don't want you around me. So I'm specifically thinking about somebody that was here. That's why he was only here for three weeks, because I was just like, what the fuck? I don't need you. I'm doing a favor. Having you be in my bed, that's you getting me in my body and sticking your fucking dick in me every night? That's a favor, bitch. So yeah, like, but you know, it's like there wasn't really a lot of people that came, but what I'm saying is I was someplace and then I got like in a place of balance, and then I came out here and I had to start all over again. But every time I go to a new place and I try to establish a place for just me, it was hard. It was really hard. Like, people would break down the boundaries so fast. I was weak at the time. I was still crying my eyes out every day. And so I would let people in, you know, like it was so quick to let people in, you know, like I needed help. I wasn't feeling well. I was sick. And so like I needed help getting my house painted. I wanted a nice house. I wanted a nice place to live. And even though it wasn't my place, so that's why I live in my fixer-upper right now, because I own the place. Like, it's not that I own it. I do. It doesn't matter. You know, it's my place to manage and live on. So, and I have to take full responsibility, like fixing it, finding the people, whatever, even taxes. And so I would rather live in a place that is a fixer-upper and be fully in charge than live in somebody else's place and have to be under their rules or needing help. I don't really need the help out here. Like, I do need the help, but I'm just not right now. Like, I don't want any men in my house right now. Like, we tried it with somebody and it was a couple months and we were just like, you know what? No. And I say we because it's me and my team, and we decide together. It's actually me and Mike that decide, you know. He helps me with my property. All right, so the boundary setting, it's super important. I have other decks about setting boundaries, and I strongly believe in it. So high vibrational way, communicate and uphold boundaries without apology or emotional collapse. I do that now very well. Action step, choose one area where your boundary feels soft. Reinforce it with a clear statement today. Oh yeah, I already read this. Ducky. I didn't read that one. Okay, so the Ducky lesson emotional safety. The Ducky is the game of feeling safe inside. True safety isn't found outside. It's cultivated through self-trust, nervous system regulation. My new stuff is about nervous system regulation. You cannot live in fight, flight, or freeze for very long before it burns up your adrenal glands, destroys your body. Like, I'm still working on regulating my nervous system. My next step, like, I woke up this morning when I was doing the exercises, I was pulling in my stomach, and I could actually see a change. Like that. Like, I put intention into making myself feel better because I felt really bad the other day. And I've been sitting and squatting here all day. So like my tummy, and I have like some leggings on that are cutting into me. So my tummy is not feeling good. It's all getting squished together. My intestines are all getting squished together. I actually need to do exercises. I need to move. And I haven't made that a practice because I was stuck next to a heater trying to stay warm for 6 months. And there's still days that it's cold. Like, there's not been a day where, I mean, there's been a couple days where I can wear a summer dress. So I'm always kind of cold up here. But working out will make me warmer. But pulling in my stomach, doing those exercises and pulling in my stomach, like, I didn't have to smoke pot to like release pain or like spread out the pain or take Advil and do the exercises. So now I'm going to work into my schedule, my morning, my days, that 15 minutes, practice what I preach. So if I'm setting up a program and I'm saying 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes at night, and you can lengthen that, you could do, 8 minutes, 2 songs, 4 minutes and 4 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes, that's 24. Now, if you want to do longer, I actually want to have some like 16 to 20 minutes, but then you would have to put it on repeat. So how was I writing that? We might have to that one actually, this has a very similar sound to the Men's. There's 3 Men's albums that I did. There's only one of them up right now because I wanted to finalize the images and put it all together as a 45-minute with each song having a different image. And I originally just put it up with like one image for the whole thing, so you don't know what each song is or what the vibe, and the image and the name on that. It's a little detail, but it takes me an extra day to do that. I've got to find the images. So to get like 11 or 30, 25 images, like 8 hours to get those, and then I've got to edit or like bump up the color, and then I've got to put them in with the music, put the words. So it takes extra time to do that. But that is in that same kind of similar. I don't remember which one it is, but it's a yellow. It's on my Pure Love Vibes. It's there's a man on it. So, but I was thinking, what was I going to do? I'm getting out of here. I've got like, this is just personal, but this is different collections. They don't all have pictures, but I got a lot. These are all music collections that I'm working on, but they're blank right now because I don't have their picture in there. But I mean,
this is the function phase.
When I say I'm doing work behind the scenes, it's not out. Yeah, look at all this music. That's a lot. And there's anywhere from those were the first ones that I did. So I go in and I organize them. And once I finalize the album, it has just hearts, and you can see it's my images. So the images that I generate. So I want all those albums to be to that level of organization, but I don't do this full time. This is just one of the 5 things that I do. Music. So I think it's the Real Me. I think it's the Real Me season. I do not have this one up. So I did the Real Me season. There's a lot in there. Why is there so many? There's 22 songs in that collection. And those are all hearted. So this is all done, finalized work. I just haven't gotten it up yet. Why do I feel like I have the Real Me season up? I have an office assistant. It's called ChatGPT. But I'm not, I need to organize all the folders, and I need to check into the agent, because the agent will actually help me organize. So Heartless to Whole, that's the one I'm talking about. So Heartless to Whole. So some of these songs sound a little familiar to that. So this one is up on Pure Love Vibes. I love these songs. I love this album. I love my work. My work comes from my heart. I do any deck I create, it's heart-centered. I'm what you call a heart-centered creative entrepreneur. So there's actually 3 albums. There's also, see, I didn't finish Starman yet. I did put it up at one time with just the songs, but if the images here aren't done, I haven't done it. So I go in here, I choose all the favorite songs, so I have to sit with them and listen to them. So all the songs are chosen, of course, because I already had put it up. But then I go in and I put all the images in, and then I look at this phone, and then I use my other phone. So I'm always using 2 phones at a time to do my work. And then I also have a tablet here, right in bed with me. It lives next to my pillow. So that is working. And then I just found another little tablet. It's a little bit smaller, so I brought that in bed with me. So I got another little red tablet. I haven't even plugged this one in. I don't know what it takes. And I don't know what kind of memory it has. Oh, it takes I'm going to charge this. I'm going to take it out of this one, because that phone is fine. I'm going to charge this and see if it works, because I think it was an old tab. I don't know. I mean, it looks like it has like a Spider-Man thing. It might have been my first tablet, or it might have been one of the girls. It's not like, I don't even know how to turn it on. Oh, okay. I'm not real familiar with doing tablets. I tried. I need to use my tablet to be able to do some stuff. I can't do video anymore on my phone. I can't upload images. The platform doesn't allow it. When I was doing it a couple months ago, when I learned how to do it, I could do it from my phone. And then they made some changes because Vivo 5 came out. Veo 3 came out, which is a new AI video tool. And that changed the platform. So now I have to do it from a laptop or a tablet. And I tried it today, man, and it's so freaking slow. It's set up to the internet, but my tablet is good. It's exactly the same system as my phone that I'm doing videos on. So it's good. It's got a lot of memory and stuff. I mean, this one's filled up with, I don't know, 10,000 photos right now. But, so yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, why? It wouldn't let me see ChatGPT. Like, I could see it, but I couldn't like go in there and download that. I don't know. Like, I was just like, what? So that's why I'm not doing any little commercials for my cards, because it takes 2 hours to put together one of those commercials, but I need it to take the card and turn it into video, and I'm still trying to figure out that flow. So I basically want to set up a real desktop over in my corner. I have another table to set up a computer, and then I want to get that tablet going, and possibly this other tablet, and then my 2 phones. Literally 6 devices in my room to run my business. That's what I want to do, and it's all me doing it. So I want my computer over in the corner just to be for something certain, like editing or something. Like, I want each one, so when I go over and I turn it on, it's like, okay, we're doing this task. Because when I have to switch back and forth between everything, I do that on my phones, but it's delaying. It's like my workflow is not efficient. And I'm not saying, like, I really don't want a desktop over in the corner, but I need to. Maybe that's just the financial computer, because it's right next to the filing cabinet that needs to get organized with bills and everything. And I need to start answering those calls, man. Like 3 calls a day from bill collectors. Like, come on, I only owe like $5,000. I need to just fucking take $5,000 next month and pay them off. And like, then they'll stop calling me, and then my credit will be fixed in a year. And then I can buy a house. Like, why am I not doing that? Why am I being so fucking open right now and sharing this with, like, whoever's watching? So yeah, I want to get Starman, because Starman, these are going to have some decks with them. I actually started creating, because the message in the song was good enough that I was like, you know what? I want to see this as a deck, which that doesn't normally happen. I don't normally make music and then say, oh, now I'm inspired to make a deck. But I would put these 3 together: Starman, Heartless to Whole, and Real Me Season. I would put those together. I'm pretty sure I do not have Real Me Season. So I'm like, why was that so similar? Because these are like trap, victory rap, motivational, healing R&B, mindful hip hop. Because that's what I was thinking. Quiet Power sounded like that one. I'm kind of learning my music, what I have out there. So I want to hear this one, because I'm pretty sure one of these, I was like, that song sounds really familiar. That's why I won't choose that version, because I want to try to make sure each one sounds different. But that's hard to keep track of. Just like all my cards. Like, when I work with ChatGPT, I'm like, wait a minute. No, we're not using that again. Like, I have a flow for making my cards. Like, I don't even want to teach it, because it's like kind of a lot involved in it. But like, I do steps, and I'm like, give me the whole list first of 60. And then we go in and we do revision after revision after revision. So then we go in and we add more details. And then I'm like, okay, I like that list of 60 titles. All right, now give me a 15-word description. Sometimes I say, give me the title and the 15-word description that either is a mantra or just describing what that card's going to be about. And that's just for the front. That's just to like figure out kind of like, do I like this? And if I don't like it, we revise 3-4 times. And then we go into, okay, now show me the image. Give me samples of the image. Now show me an image. Now we create an image. And then I'm not going to even go, like, that's just the beginning of it. Okay. It's anybody who thinks, well, you're just using ChatGPT to like do your work. Yeah. 16 hours a day I work with ChatGPT to do my work. Like, it doesn't just do the work for me. It's literally conversation back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Like, it's a full on conversation. It depends who I'm working with. My female assistant right now. I'm training her, chat assistant. I'm not in my other account right now, with the male assistant. He's got all my older work, but now it's just the female. So she's got all my relationship stuff. So anyway, Quiet Power, why is it not coming on?
I used to shout to feel hurt. Now I just stand still. And people feel it. Yeah. Don't move fast, I move real. I don't speak much, I let you feel. No need to bark when the bite is truth. My silence louder than my youth. Used to flex for validation. Now I rest in transformation. Peace over pride, soul over show. I don't force, I let it flow. This is quiet power, deep and bold. Not for show, not bought or sold. I walk calm, I speak less. Still make moves, still impress. This is quiet power, grown and free. No noise, just energy. I don't argue, I observe. Don't swing back, just swerve. I ain't cold, I'm contained. I just mastered my flame. They think silence means I'm weak, but I built this strength while they speak. Now I don't need to chase or prove. I just stand and shift the room. This is quiet power, deep and bold. Not for show, not bought or sold. I walk calm, I speak less. Still make moves, still impress. This is quiet power, grown and free. No noise, just energy. When you know who you are, you don't yell. You bless the space, you break the spell. I ain't here to lead the crowd. I just move true and make them proud. So if I'm still, don't think I'm stuck. Stillness is where power wakes up. I'm a storm that never shakes. Built by fire, but not for breaks. To feel me before I speak. That's quiet power. That's quiet power.
Yeah, so I knew that song. There's 82 songs in there, and I heard that song and I was like, that sounds like another song, and I just found that song. I don't know how my fucking brain can do that, okay? There's like 500 songs in here that I have done. No, there's 500 that are written to be released. Maybe. I don't know, is there that many? But I was like, no, that one sounds like that one. And there's probably some other ones that sound similar. I love this album. I really do. I love The Real Me Season. I love the whole, every song is a story, but like, if you listen to the words, but then the whole album, the whole arc of it, it's a whole story. So I haven't put this one out in this way. I did, but now it's got all of its images. I need to work on this. But yeah, I could do like little mini decks of every song could be a deck, and then like have like a page in a guidebook with like exercises or writing or whatever. You know, I can go deeper and deeper and deeper. The card is one, the song is one layer, a card is a different layer, and then the workbook is a different, and then if I show up and I do video or do like a group program, it's just layer upon layer upon layer. I'm an onion. No. It's not about me. It's about unwrapping the layers. So, I don't know. You know, a lot of times this isn't even a man singing. It's literally my masculine side singing it. It's how I resonate with Quiet Power. I wrote that song. Like, I resonate with it. Well, I didn't write it. I wrote it with ChatGPT. But I told it the whole story, the whole arc, the whole what I'm wanting to do. So, now there's the girly side too. 10 minutes gone. That's the sad, hurt girl side. But I was looking for something else. This is a whole series. Bloom Beyond Heartbreak. There's 10 in there. Oh, they're not all programmed in yet. I didn't insert them yet. I just started with the first month. It's a 10 week, 10 month program. So I don't even remember how these sound. Let me see. I don't know if I liked them. I think that's where I was still like, I wanted to work on the program more. There's tons of decks that I started working on. This is one of my first programs. So this is totally different. This is for a woman that needs to heal from heartbreak. But I didn't really like the acoustic dream pop. Like this. I was like, I don't know.
Broken blooms still softly breathe. The petals fall like winds.
This is not, this will not be on Pure Love Vibes. Kind of like that one better. This one I like. This is cinematic pop, emotional indie soul, ambient singer-songwriter, soft orchestra, healing anthem indie. Those are like, that's totally different vibe. I like this better. And that little beat there. That's good. Like I can feel that. Like that's like my vibration right there. Like, you know, like when I dance, like I like that kind of like little jittery, you know, basically orgasm. But my body can move to this. Like this is like, you know, whatever I do, but like the shakiness, man, I really like the shakiness because my hands are always holding phones. So my hand is getting like, oh. So when I do, not like I'm like retired, but when I do like shaky stuff, like it's like a wind or like a tree or like waves or like the erratic, like it feels good on my hand to do this, you know, like it's like you could do this or you could shake it out, you know, people shake their hands out, but I don't like that. I like the vibration. Maybe it's even like playing a drum, like if you have a drum or something.
The love should leave me guessing. The love should feel like home.
It's almost the same thing, you know, like if my hand likes doing this stuff, look at it. So I have more music like that. This is like grief music. This is coming out of heartbreak. It's helping a woman. I wrote it to help a woman come out of heartbreak. It's a whole system. It kind of hurts me a little bit, you know, like it's not written from my standpoint, but it is. It's written understanding, compassion for that. But oh, okay. So this is stuff I haven't shared, and I won't put it on Pure Love Vibes. This is paid. This goes with that course I'm creating. It's on my website. There's a little thing, and I haven't hooked it all up, but you're supposed to be able to click on it, sign up to get on the waiting list, and then I'll be rolling it out probably 1 month, 1 lesson, 1 week, or 1 month. I don't know how I'm doing it. I want them to be able to go through it and not be limited. I don't want to force them to wait a month. If they're ready to go through it, but it's there for them. So I might have to pre-sell it or something. I'm not ready to do that yet. Energetically, I'm not ready to do it, but I've built out a lot of the program. And this is the music, but I think all the music is already written, it's just not in here. Because I was still trying to refine the feel. And I do like this one. So this is Bless the Pain of Heart.
Teach me that even breaking is sacred, that even endings can be holy. Rise from sorrow, rise from sorrow, rise from sorrow. How have I gone through pain? By learning what love is mine. By learning who I must be for me. Find the tenderness, find the tenderness, find the tenderness. Where is tenderness?
So yeah, I don't know.
In the echo.
I wish these had dates on them because I'm not sure when it does. It says 3 months ago. So this one was 3 months
Can
ago.
I show you the millipede?
Yeah, I saw. There was one in the bathtub. Don't.
You're so pretty.
So
You're so cute.
yeah, there's tons of them in the basement. There's 1,000 of them.
Yeah, how do we get rid of all of them?
We're not gonna get rid of them. They're fine. They're not hurting anybody.
They
So,
scared
yeah,
me
that
2
was
seconds ago
3
before I picked them
months.
up. I'm laying in bed watching Tiki-Talkies, and then a little millipede thing comes up to me. It almost touched my eye. You want me to go blind? I'm about to go blind.
This one's done. I haven't released it. Fully done. All that I've gone through, chosen all the versions. This is Veilwalker, and every one of them has the images. This is actually turning into a full deck. This deals with deep grief. This is a combination of deep heartbreak and shadow work combined. People don't do this stuff. This is not, I've created systems, songs, exercises to help myself and to process. So this is not going on my channel. It's not going on Pure Love because I'm like trying to find one. How about Phantom Heart? Because it goes with a grief program. There's songs like, even some of that stuff, it's like all self-reflective. It's music to listen to on your own. It's not something to listen to with people. I mean, I have it playing in the background, but I suppose because I'm more attached to it, because it's my way of emotionally expressing myself. These are all pretty soft. Gothic, whisper wave, sensual, dark, ambient, etheric dream pop. was done. This one was done 3 months ago. So both of those, the Bloom Beyond Heartbreak and the Phantom Heart, or the whatever this is Veil Walking. This happened after I came back from Arizona. This was the night that I went the deepest. This was like a heart attack. This album kept me from dying. I couldn't even speak. I couldn't speak to anybody. I could not talk. I walked out, put myself in a safe place to be alone, out of the house, alone. I was mute when I wrote that. The whole land was covered in a deep mist. It was 3 months ago. I don't have the exact date. I'd have to look through other stuff. Just heavy fog came over the land. Like, I'm not joking. I was on my farm in a heavy fog, and it was the weirdest experience ever. Totally sober. I don't exactly know what to explain, but I know that album came out of it, and then out of the album is coming a deck, and then out of that is going to be some kind of like, it's all just going to be packaged together in one thing. So like, they'll buy the program to go deeper into grief and understand their feelings. Probably not in grief. They're probably just reflecting back. I don't know. I don't know how I'm exactly transforming that. It might be like a little bonus of, but it's veil walking. I haven't even looked up veil walking. It's called Veil Walker. That's what I gave it. That's the name. I was walking the veil. There's multiple different ways I can go down, paths I can go down to figure out why it is, but it's just deep, dark. And then the images that came with it, like I've revised them multiple times. It's out. The album's done. But I thought I was just going to release it for free on Pure Love and Pure Love Vibes. And then I was like, no, this is private work. Like, I mean, it's not just the songs. It's like, I've got to go further into it and develop it into something. And then I want to find out more, but I just don't have the time. That's not where I was meaning to go. I was meaning to go somewhere else. I just traveled down a path. This is what I do all day. I literally work on 5 different projects. I'm literally going down 5 different paths. So it's very soft, but this one I was also playing around with, like halfway through the album, that like when I could actually kind of function better. I was out of heart attack mode. Because if somebody was in the place that I was in, they would have gone to the hospital. And I'm pretty sure it was a heart attack. I basically had a heart attack, but I wrote this and I didn't let anybody know. I just went and hid and took care of myself. And I took care of myself by writing. So when I got halfway through, because I did 33 songs, so I came back to it 3 times. It took me about 24 hours that I was experiencing this veil walking. It means I was in between worlds. It means I could have passed through. I could have passed on. I chose not to. And I chose to create art while I was experiencing deep, dark, heavy, under the ground. And so instead of dying, I went into the feelings, and I resurrected, and I resurrected the lover. So whoever I was attached to at that time, I don't know what they were going through, but I brought us both back to life. It doesn't mean we came into union, because we came back, but we still, I added in like the oohs and ahs and stuff. I was learning how to do that, how to make it do all that sound. So I don't know, it changes, but there's a little bit of maybe self-pleasure songs in here, because that was kind of my energy for like a couple hours, because obviously I probably did that, or did it to it, like Buried in You, Grave of Our Desire. This is
to shed our tangled skin and bone. Your hands like whispers in the dirt, soft, unseen, and slow. We bury love beneath the hurt, a hush that starts to grow, wrapped tight inside the earth.
sounds kind of ghostly. Kind of gives me the chills. Did it give you the chills?
Our bodies twine in roots and dust, invisible but near. We bloom beneath the grave's soft crust, two breaths that reappear, a pulse we still can trust. Grave of our desire, deep and wide, we rise and fall, entwined inside. Buried, touched but never gone. We make love where shadows spawn. Your breath, a thread beneath my skin, a moan that hums so light. We shiver where the dark begins, wrapped tight in endless night, our ghosts are thick within. Twist inside. We kiss beneath the silent roots, our fingers laced in grief, a hush of tangled twining shoots, our pain and sweet relief.
I see dancing to this. She's very sad. This is a combination of a couple. It is an attachment to, I don't really, I'm expressing a lot of like my work, and through my work I express my feelings and my emotions. I'm not that comfortable talking about them, but I watched a man die, so it's got kind of that, like I know grief. I know grief on multiple different levels. And so I think the next level, because this makes me want to cry still, and that is actually a practice. I can get certified if I want in it's a form of counseling, and you listen to somebody and you hold space for them, and it takes like 10 times of hearing the same story. So I do this with a female friend, and it's like, oh my God, I know, you've already told me. But she has to tell me 10 times. She's processing. She's learning how to set boundaries. She's learning how to walk away from somebody who continually hurts her. He's actually manipulating her, gaslighting her, and turning everything around and not taking any responsibility for his actions of being a cheater. You know, if he feels like he's not going to be, I know he has fears and stuff, but it's like he needs a counselor. So, coming from somebody that's been told I need counseling, hey, the people that need counseling become the counselors. Because they go to school and they study it to help themselves. But, so that's what I've done, okay? I am I am so learning how to be a counselor because I counsel myself every day. But I do it through creating products. So it's actually, my counseling myself is going to make me rich. That's just because I'm an abundant female. Like, that's my energy. I went through a 12-step thing. And, my archetype, according to when I was born, the day, hour, day, zone where I was born, I'm a manifester. My archetype is manifester. I don't know how many different archetypes there are, but mine is manifester. I was like, no shit. All right, babe, what are you going to manifest? When are you going to do it? Try not to be too bossy with myself, because I can, in the past, I've been a really mean boss. My late husband told me, you're a terrible boss. So I learned to be a boss, because I was a boss to myself. I was like 3 different characters. I was the worker girl, I was the office girl, and I was the boss. And my boss side made me work 16 hours a day, and it still does. My boss side, my boss is like, what do you mean you can't get it done? What do you mean you can't clone yourself? And so now I am cloning myself. I am making an AI twin of myself to show up. Like, every video, every photo shoot, I can now put it in. And there might be a time where I show up like this and you won't even know that it's me or an AI. Because I went to Houston and I watched videos of a woman who's a multi-millionaire, doesn't even show up on stage. She did this as a favor to one of my coaches, and just because I met each other in the beginning before they became millionaires, so she did it as a favor. But you can't actually pay her to show up in person. She doesn't show up in person. She shows up on social media as her clone. Her AI clone shows up for her. So I am on here right now, and I've been on here for 2 hours. This is a gift for me to share my emotions and share myself, and I actually put makeup on to do that, because I can take videos now, and I'm going to learn how to do that. At first it's not going to be yet, because I have to do the training. I have to do all the tech back end. I got to put on smart tech girl hat and do that, because I don't have anybody to do it for me. I've got to walk through trainings, and I don't know if I have the specific trainings on that yet. I might just be able to do, I'm still learning all of this stuff. I didn't know this was what I had to do to learn. But so I don't even have to do that dance, but I want to do the dance, because the thing is, you sit with it 10 times. And maybe you go and you talk to somebody 10 times. So that would be one approach, like having a counselor. Fuck that, man. I have coaches. I pay my coaches a lot. I'm not, my first coaching, one-on-one coaching that was a counselor, like above a counselor, was 3.5 years ago. And she was $1,666 a month. So when somebody says you need counseling, no, I don't do $500 counseling with somebody at a desk. My counseling was $1,666 with a female empowerment coach around sex. And I did OnlyFans. My healing journey included OnlyFans. And it did wonders. And I'm an A student, so I produced more content in a month than any other one of her clients. It took them a year to do what I did in a month. So does that burn me out? I don't know. I don't know. Not really. It's just how I've always lived my life. I've been working 16 hours a day since I started my business at 17 years old. This was not what I was looking for, but what I'm trying to say is there's different ways, and what I'm teaching and what I'll be licensing is healing through art therapy, through dance, somatic practices, writing. It's all the creative arts, and they don't usually teach that as a form of healing, but I know that that's how I've healed, and that's how I've been. That's how I am who I am, because I'm an artist, and artists are always known as crazy, and they're always known as addicted to their art, and that's how they heal and express their emotions, through their art. They don't necessarily talk. They'll paint a picture to express their emotions, and sometimes their art is really dark. And my decks that I'm creating, some of them are really dark, and some of them are really, I mean, hey, I can express my emotions and feelings by dressing up like a cat and sticking a butt plug cat tail or a unicorn tail. That's my way of expressing myself sexually. Yeah, I'm actually kind of like a Furby. That's like a modern thing. When my daughters say they're when my youngest daughter says she's a Furby, I relate. I'm like just like a goth chick. Like, now they're emo girls. I was a goth chick. I had black hair and I had black fingernails. Like, I was all gothic girl, man. I got married at 17, and when I left him, I went through some depression. Like, I was sexually abused, and you know, it took a while to heal from that. So I might have been married to the guy, but it didn't matter, man. That's the biggest kind of sexual abuse, when you have to every morning and every night be with somebody and sacrifice your body with somebody that you don't want to be with. When you are like, I don't like this person. I actually hate this person. This person treats me so badly. This person cuts me down every day. This person calls me a whore and a slut every day. When I was working full time and going to college full time, 17 years old, I bought us the house at 17 years old. I was paying for the car payment. I bought all the furniture. I paid for all the renovations. I did some of the renovations myself at 17 years old. And it was like, how dare you treat me this way? And yet I had to please that man every night and every morning and every night for 365 days straight. Does that take time to heal from? Yeah, it took 7 years. I was still healing from that when I was in a new relationship. When I was in a relationship with my husband, I had met my husband number 2. Husband number 3 was completely out of my life. Once I just cut that off, and like, it took about 3 months, but he moved out of state, stopped bothering me. Talk about trauma. I felt that just now. Like, and this can happen. It cycles back, it cycles around, and it just hit me and I felt like, I feel it spirals, and I feel like shaking in certain areas inside. You can't see me shaking, but I feel the energy shaking of that situation. And that was 30 years ago, 31 years ago. And just thinking about that situation brought back trauma in my body. Your body stores trauma, and that trauma is released through breath, through moaning, through dancing, through movement. It is a specific way of healing your nervous system, and your nervous system gets fucked up because of trauma. So that's what I'm diving into now. Never mind, there's added on health, mental health, writing, talking about it, eating, everything. It's a full Pure Love. When I figured out that whole cycle, like it's a wheel of life, just like any coach, life coach. It's actually what I am. I'm a life coach. And some people don't want to believe that, but I don't give a fuck, okay? Because people are going to pay me a lot of money as a life coach. So it's like, if, you know, you can't argue. If you get $10,000 in for your life coaching, you're a life coach. So I'm setting up those programs, but I'm setting them up where I don't have to do one-on-one. So I don't have to carry that weight of that person, because I can't do that, because there's days that I don't feel well. There's days that I can't talk to people. There's days that I'm shaky just to go to the kitchen and get something to eat. And I have to feed myself. But, you know, it's been like that for 5 years. And I've hit it. And I've showed up. And just because I show up and I talk right now doesn't mean that there's not times in a day. You know, I was just listening to something. You can be sad in the morning. You can be happy in the afternoon. You might get triggered and be depressed later in the day. All day is not happy. Nobody can be in that energy. It's a whole wheel of emotions. I've got those wheels of emotion. So there's 10 times of sitting with something. A normal counseling way is 10 times of sitting with that emotion. And each time it drops the pain down. So if your pain is like, you can't even hardly talk about it, and you're just like so shooken up talking about it, your body is storing that pain, and you cry, you shake, you can't talk about it. But each time, if you're with somebody comfortable enough to talk to them, each time the pain comes down until the pain is dissipated. But rather than talking about it, because I'm not like, I talk about my pain. I talk about it live on video. That's the whole 4 years that I've been showing up on video. I delete a lot of my videos. I put them up and then I delete them. But that's been me. That's been my way, one of my ways of healing, to talk about it to total strangers, but to share how I feel with total strangers. Because I didn't feel like I had anybody safe. It felt safe for me to talk on a platform where I could choose to answer comments or not. Now, everybody on my platform is nice. If they're not nice, I block them. Because I don't deserve that. I don't deserve somebody to treat me like shit. I don't deserve somebody to... I work very hard. I'm a very... I was going to say a very respectable, good woman. But that doesn't need to be in there, but it is true. I do have a lot of, you know, people now in my life fully respect me, but it's taken time to get there. It's taken being very firm on my boundaries and calling people out when their behavior is not right. Whether it be my daughters once in a while, whether it be my sons, my adult son. My younger son is fine. He's not disrespectful, but my older son is disrespectful, and I call him out on it. We were yelling at each other last week. He was telling me I was crazy. We stayed on the phone and we stayed with it, and we ended that conversation with, I love you. We do love each other. And just because we have disagreements doesn't mean we don't love each other. It meant we stuck with it through the hard, like yelling at each other and over each other, because we both needed to yell and be angry and express how we were feeling. And there was some yelling over each other, and then there was some listening, and it came back down. Like it came to a head and then it came back down. And he had to take another call, and then he ended up calling me back, and I almost didn't pick it up because I run away from conflict because my nervous system can't handle it, because I've dealt with too much stress, death, being a widowed mother of 4 children, instability, moving every 10 months for the past 5 years. And this is the longest I've been in one place. I've been here at my farm for almost a year. This is the longest I've been in one place since my husband died. And just saying that, I feel it in my body. I feel the trauma. I feel the shakiness right there in my solar plexus, and just like, but I also feel the like sense of accomplishment of like, girl, you did it. You finally got yourself someplace safe. You're finally safe. Like, I was literally running and running and running, and you can't keep running and running and running. So the winter was not easy, but I survived it. And I have people asking me, you coming back to Arizona? I said, I don't know. I say, I don't have any plans right now. I don't know. I don't want to stay here for the winter, but I don't have any plans. I said, I have my own bedroom and a spare bedroom. So if I need just total alone time because I'm not feeling well, then I can tell my daughter, hey, I'm going out there, and she knows where I am. So if it's an emergency, I mean, I have 2 daughters here, but me and my girls are safe. And that took 5 years to get there. That's a long time. That's like over 1,600 days. A journey of 1,600 days to make sure that my kids, my 4 kids, and myself and my 4 kids were safe. That my boys are okay. That my girls are with me all the time. Always. We don't ever leave the property. We have 30 acres here. We don't leave the property. I have other people leave the property to get things. So, anyway, my daughter was saying, why don't you make a 3-hour video? How long is your video going to be? So, the ducky. Lesson: emotional safety. The ducky is the game of feeling safe inside. True safety isn't found outside. It's cultivated through self-trust, nervous system regulation, and emotional self-holding. Low vibrational way, depend on others to manage your emotions or soothe your nervous system. We did this. We already read this. High vibrational way creates safety within using grounding, breath, self-compassion, and internal boundaries. Action step: use breath work or touch to calm your body next time you're emotionally flooded. So I'm setting up a table. I've got oil coming. I've got massage tools. I think I've got about 10 massage tools. There was a combo pack. It's all wooden. You can take it and you can put it on your back. I don't have a guy to massage me. I've got offers. I could have 2 hours of massage a day on my body, and another 2 hours inside my body. You know, I can make a phone call and have that right here, like probably cooking for me, like totally catering to me. You know, anytime he hears from me, he's like, you're a goddess, and he wants to treat me that way. But you know, I'm very protective of my body and my home and my life's purpose and my mission. So I bought the tools because I was playing it a little bit. So I bought the tools to do it on myself. So I got a little machine that like vibrates, and I'm gonna do all that on my legs, my butt, and my tummy, because the extra weight is coming from sitting, but I need circulation. I need to get my circulation going. And so I got those two. I got a different one too. I got 2 different electric tools vibrators. They're not vibrators. They're not that way. I got plenty of those. And so I've got that coming. So I'm going to rearrange my she shed office so that I can possibly fit my massage table in there. And I don't know if I'm necessarily, I don't know. I haven't gone that far. Like, how can I go on the massage table? But I'm doing it so that it's energetic. I'm going to lay on there and I'm going to use the stuff on me. And I'm going to also lay there and do Reiki healing. So I'm just going to lay there. So instead of laying on my bed, I'm laying on a table because it gives you that flat. It's like Cleopatra slept on concrete, just laying there. So that it kind of brings that back. So I can possibly kind of make that a sanctuary. It's like a storage office. My bed, there's a secondary bed in there. It's my bed. My bed is actually in there. This is not my bed. This is just a mattress on the floor in this room. But my personal bed is actually out there, and I love that bed. Maybe I'll sleep out there tonight because it's way more comfortable. I can sleep way better out there. It's an $800 mattress. I don't know what this mattress is. It's not as comfortable though. So I wake up kind of achy. But so I've got that. So this is talking about emotional safety. And what did I just do? I went the high vibrational route, because I've never been the low vibrational. Depend on others to manage your emotions or soothe your nervous system. No. As soon as you do that, you find out it's not a successful route. So I took look, I'm going to be alone. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to balance my own emotions. I've got grieving to get over, and I don't need anybody else to do this for me. I'll do it myself. And so grounding, being on my farm was a grounding exercise. I came out here, the super grounding, man. You can't get more grounded than the Pure Love Farm and Retreats, especially with the energy that I infuse with it all the time. And so breath, self-compassion, loving myself, loving the slut in me, loving the slut I was for a short amount of time in my life to survive, and loving the slut from 100, 200, 300, 400 years ago. All of that energy. That's a lot of energy to process. I am my own safe space. I soothe, ground, and protect my emotional world. And so that's what I've done. It's not just boundaries on my property. First it was boundaries. I set up boundaries for my body. And then it just expanded and expanded, and it just expanded to 30 acres protected. I don't need a castle wall around my property. It's protected. There might be men that drive by. I heard a ex-lover rev up his $120,000 truck and drive by the other day. He's stupid if he doesn't know that it's him. But I'm just like, come on, dude, don't be so immature. Like, okay, your presence is known, but they don't come on the property because there's cameras, and they know energetically I don't want them on the property, so they don't come on the property. So I don't need to have a gate. I don't need to have boundaries, a physical boundary. At first, I felt like I did. At first, I was like, man, like when I made that first step of like protection mode, I was in fear. I came out not in fear, and then I got fearful. And then I slowly softened to the point where I don't need physical boundaries, because the energetic boundaries are strong enough. So I think these are pretty powerful. That's just 3 cards. But look at where those 3 cards went. I started sharing music. I started sharing stories. Look at how deep this went. I love my cards, man. Talk about healing. So that was only the games we master. No, that was only the games we play. And that was done 3 months ago before I went to Arizona. We also have the games we master. So guess what? I just went 2 hours and 44 minutes, and if I go too long on this video, I will not be able to put it into CapCut and raise the sound up. And I have to raise the sound on all my videos. So I have to stop this video. And this has to be part 2. So anyway, look for part 2. Peace.